We didn't want to go to El Salvador, but when we learned that it had this, and seriously check that out, we booked a jam-packed 10-day adventure trip knowing very little across the entire country.
Welcome to El Salvador. We're currently in the capital of San Salvador.
Do we look like total tourists today or what? Fanny pack,
You do.
hat. We leave our Airbnb where we just came out of. You guys saw the door. And then the first two people we see say buenos dias, super animated. And then we hear a hello, my friend, from a truck driving by on this first road we're on. So welcoming first impression. Seems like people are happy we're here. Gratis?
Sí.
Wow.
Bueno.
Want to get some coffee?
Yeah.
Sí, ya está.
Ok. Perdón.
Ya está. Perfecto.
Ahora sí.
Sí, muy bien. This coffee comes from Chanatenango. It's a mix of bourbon and pacamara beans, which I believe one of them is bigger than the other. This is my first time trying El Salvadoran coffee. What a presentation to start it, right? Beautiful heart on top. Okay, that's actually amazing. And then you see these coffee beans, I kind of want to just try. It's so good. You want to try it? It actually tastes good.
I'm okay.
Guys, you gotta help me get Rika on the coffee train. She's missing out.
I'm so excited. Pupusas are so good. They're just stuffed with a bunch of goodness.
Gracias. Wow, muy grande.
These are all Wyatt's.
Oh, wow. Super loca.
Oh my word. This one's mine, guys.
I took a whole pizza just for you.
It literally is like a personal sized pizza.
Pupusas are like the dish of El Salvador. We're gonna do an entire food tour, but we just couldn't help ourselves. It's our first day exploring. I even heard them described as the heartbeat of El Salvadoran cuisine. This one looks like the spinach one, and it's full of cheese. And we got the maize breading, which is corn. Okay. So many flavors, guys. Like the spinach fills it, and there's so much cheese too, and it's fried and hot and just like kind of explodes with flavor in your mouth. I asked the chef and she says El Salvadorans eat them like every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Super loca translates to super crazy, and it matches the name.
It is really hot. Look at that. All the stuff inside. This is so good. It has everything on the menu and you can taste every flavor. It's so like savory, really warm. It like kind of melts in your mouth in a way, but the outside is super crunchy. So it's kind of like a nice mix.
Delicious. Can you finish Super Loca?
I cannot finish the Super Loca.
That was only $11 for all that.
Yeah, and fun fact too, which I think is so interesting, is that El Salvador uses US dollars as their currency. Isn't that interesting? What a view we have here. We're currently at the Plaza Futura, and it's got a ton of restaurants.
Kind of spooky too. Look at how high up we are. So I think it's called Plaza Futura because it has this beautiful modern building that is the San Salvador World Trade Center. This plaza is just super modern, has a lot of Western brands. San Salvador is kind of shocking us just with how modern it is.
We're so thankful that Uber works here. It's such an affordable option and it's super safe. Hola.
Hola, buenas. Gracias. Solo queremos hacer la
slide. So we're at Picnic Steakhouse, which is technically a restaurant, but it also has a lot of other fun things to check out and look at. It's definitely got like carnival, amusement park kind of vibes.
Like a fair.
Yeah, like a fair. It's super cute, super colorful. This is so fun. Just keep surprising us. All right, now it's time for the rainbow slide, which is the reason everybody comes to Picnic Steakhouse. And I see it all over social media, these people sliding on tubes down this like rainbow slide into the mountains. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. That slide's pretty steep.
And we're filling out waivers right now. We'll be fine, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Really
Is it fast?
It's fast.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Have fun.
That was so fun.
Over too soon, honestly.
Way too soon. Wow, that was awesome. Now we gotta go all the way back.
Hike up. Yeah, so that slide was an absolute blast. Lives up to the hype. Boy, look at that. I am sweaty. It is hot. So we got the contact number of our Uber who dropped us off here, and she's coming back to pick us up. We're gonna go further up this volcano. Cool, guys. So next is Boquerón, which is the national park right next to San Salvador. Yeah, it's a forest that surrounds a volcano. It's called the Volcano of San Salvador. And we're gonna hike all the way up. The person says it should take 30 to 45 minutes, depending on speed. You got this. Keep pushing. Don't let the stairs win.
All right.
Stay hard.
Alrighty, let's stop.
You don't like my motivational? Freaking beautiful, guys. That is a massive rim of a volcano.
Such a beautiful view. It's crazy how circular this like volcano crater is. And wow, it's just so vast. So many trees, it's so cool.
Yeah, it genuinely feels like a cereal bowl for the gods.
Not only do they have the cool volcano crater you can look at, but along the trail, there are these beautiful flowers of all different types and colors. So pretty.
This is not a coffee shop, is it?
Yeah, there's a little like mini snack bar cafe area up at the top.
One teeny sip. No?
No. I don't like it. But I don't like coffee. So it's nothing personal.
What a wonderful day.
Yeah, it's been an amazing day.
It's hard to even capture on camera how nice everyone is here. If people don't say, hola, ¿cómo estás? right away, then when we say hola, they just light up. O'clock in San Salvador. The cathedral has its bells ringing like crazy. Tons of people out here. We're gonna try to go in the cathedral before it closes.
So we just got out of the cathedral. Very beautiful. It's got so many lights, candles, a great vibe going on. I think there's a service happening right now because everyone was singing together. It's very uplifting. I liked it.
So most of Latin America is Christian, right? Or Catholic specifically. El Salvador is very Catholic, and they even went so far as to name their country the Savior in Spanish. El Salvador literally translates to Savior, so like it runs super deep here. Plaza's name is Capitan Gerardo Barrios.
He was the former president of El Salvador. The palace is so grand. I mean, look at the amount of windows that this place has. And you have the Salvadorian flag up at top. And they have like a grounds area with a bunch of fountains. It's very, very awesome. I like it a lot. There's a whole market on Calle Arza selling a ton of different clothes and dresses and stuff. These fries were just on the side of the road and they looked so good and they were only $1.25. Let's try it. Oh yes, thick cut fries, fresh off the fryer. So good. I put ketchup, mayo, and cheese on top. Great combo. I'm gonna have all this. Thanks, love.
Wow, Iglesia El Rosario, or Rosario Church, insane. They were closing, so we rushed over here. It's crazy beautiful, the stained glass in there. And it's sunset too, so it's like just really pretty colors in it.
Rainbow. We are in Liberty Plaza. Great vibes here. It's got a lot of trees, families, a statue.
It's so full. There's so many people.
Yeah. They literally have like water rain machines to cool you off. This place is packed.
Yeah, it is.
Probably really good then. This one's cheese and pesto. Wow. As soon as you bite into it, a burst of pesto fills your mouth. And it's just so good. It complements the cheese super well. Because a lot of pestos already have cheese in it, so it really works. And it's just warm and gooey and delicious.
This pupusa is just cheese and spinach. After this morning, I think we're planning on eating pupusas like every single meal for the next week and a half. Smells delicious. They were just whipping them up over there, like 10 on the grill at one time, so I'm pretty pumped. Something about that dough is just insane. Like, it's kind of crunchy on the outside, like they've heated it up, but it's also just so hot and also a bit gooey on the inside in such a good way. And then you just get the cheese and the spinach in there. Guys, it's insane.
After exploring San Salvador, meeting a ton of friendly locals, and eating a lot of food, we decided to go to Santa Ana, the second biggest city in El Salvador, to eat even more food.
Welcome to Santa Ana, El Salvador. Today we're going to be trying a ton of street food to get the local feel of the city. Let's go! So we're right by the cathedral and there's a ton of shops and things selling a lot, so hopefully we can find some good food here.
Yeah, pretty sure the reason they have all this stuff here is because it's the Patronales week, and so it's just like a party every day downtown Santa Ana.
The first thing we're gonna try is elote locos, which is street corn. ¿Cuánto sería elote, un elote loco? ¿Dos soles? Sí?
So the elote loco is super famous just for being this crazy slathered corn on the cob, and they stick with a stick and they just put a bunch of spices on it, like cheese and crazy stuff. Gracias.
This is so good. It's so salty. There's so many flavors going on. The mayo's creamy. All the sauces are creamy. And the cheese really adds a lot to it. And the corn is really soft.
You gonna eat the whole thing?
Es loca.
I respect the craziness, but yeah, it's just not for me. Rika is pounding it down though. Check her out. You're almost done.
Gosh, good.
You were hungry. Any other boyfriends out there get to carry all the stuff? I'm with you.
All right, we're checking out the Cathedral, Señora Santa Ana, and it is so beautiful. The architecture is just so ornate.
It's honestly just such a stark contrast going from outside the festival, los Patronales, to inside where there's just a service happening. They sold football jerseys in the cathedral. Never seen that. Coconut water has a ton of electrolytes and they sell it all over around here, and they have a stand right here. He chops it up with a machete. It's super cool. Classic, so good, so refreshing. If you've never had coconut water straight out of it, you're missing out. We're here on a Saturday, and it seems like people are just spending this day off work, just chilling with their families out. It's just cool to be like part of local culture. As gringos, we are standing out quite a bit. A lot of stares, but it's not like hostile, they're just curious, I think. Yuca Frita?
Yuca Frita!
Oh, wow. Wow, okay.
Gracias.
Gracias.
The next thing we're gonna try is yuca frita. Yuca is a starchy vegetable similar to potatoes but a little bit more stringy, and it's fried, and on top they have salsa y curtido, which looks like just like a bunch of veggies and cabbage and sauce. Cheers! Ooh! That was so good. It does taste similar to a french fry, and the salsa is spicy, and the veggies on top really add a nice extra crunch and freshness to it.
It's just wonderful. It has a crispiness of a potato, and even is a little bit more crispy because it has those layers, and each one kind of crunches, so you're going through layers of crunch. Seems great. It was only $1. Like, where else do you get this for $1, yeah?
About yuca is it's a little bit sweeter than a potato. I feel like it has some sort of like sweet aftertaste, which is different, and I like it a lot.
El Salvador, you do your yuca right. That might be the best yuca I've ever had. Phenomenal, wow.
Santa Ana is so creative. They actually have a makeshift carousel they made from a platform and like toy plastic cars that you can buy from like a market, and then you manually push them and it turns.
She has to manually push start it, but then she clicks a machine button that whirs it up, and now it's spinning with the machine. But there's also, look at this, merry-go-round right here. It's only for kids, otherwise I'd totally do it. But look at these gears and stuff. It's like crazy. So all of this celebration is called La Fiesta de los Patronales. This city is called Santa Ana, and so therefore they're celebrating the patron saint of this city, which lo and behold is Saint Anne, or Santa Ana.
Yeah.
It's just super fun, and you can feel the community just showing out and supporting each other, laughter, kids playing, music, so much music, just really wholesome vibes. Guys, how pretty is Santa Ana? Like, just walking around, everything is so colonial, colorful. They all have tejas on top of the roofs. They're those little round clay tablets. You heard that guy just yell El Salvador. So many people welcome us. Like, Santa Ana just has such great vibes, guys.
Is that seriously a helicopter pad there?
I think so.
What do they need that for?
I know, right? In the middle of the street. Okay, we're going to a little neighborhood pasteleria, which is like a bakery. Muchas gracias. Ah, sí, gracias.
I'm excited.
That was so nice. He was going to give it to us for free.
I know. He basically did. I bet it's more than just a quarter.
Home sweet home. Here is our quaint $30 a night Airbnb. Very messy.
It's a mess.
Should we show them this? I feel like this is relatable. Everyone's dirty like this, you know?
I guess.
Look at this oasis.
Alrighty, let's try some treats.
Okay, so our first El Salvadorian delicacy that we're gonna try is called ilusiones, or illusions in English. But I guess it's this sweet bread which has been caramelized and has a ton of sugar on the bottom, and then it's topped with panela. Panela is like whole cane sugar that's not refined and doesn't have any chemical additives. We asked for the most El Salvadorian treat in the pasteleria, and this is what he showed us. So every bite's so rich, and the bread is like layered, kind of like a thick croissant. The bottom has little grain sugar, and then the top is like this syrupy stuff. It kind of tastes like a s'more a little bit, but without the chocolate, like a marshmallow and graham cracker. Really good. I love how they give you this plastic because they know that the syrup would get everywhere.
Ooh, it gets stuck in your teeth. It's definitely softer than I expected. I thought it was gonna be super crunchy, but the bread is a little bit softer. Two big things about it is it's very kind of smoky and caramelized-y, if that makes sense. Interesting. Different than anything I've ever had before, for sure. Tres Leches cake in Santa Ana, El Salvador. For those of you who don't know what Tres Leches cake is, it's a vanilla cake topped with frosting, cinnamon, and a cherry. And then they jam pack it with like several different types of milk. And you can just see the milk is all soaked up from the cake. You can even see the milk on the bottom there. It's moving a little bit with it, yeah? Delicious. It was in the fridge, so it's cold, which is so nice on this hot day. The milk just makes the cake so moist. And the frosting is just very fluffy, and I love the little cinnamon aftertaste.
So Tres Leches is common throughout all of Latin America, and it honestly just never fails to impress. This always happens. There's a good dessert, and then Rika just goes over in the corner and tries to eat it all. Hey, hey you. I see you. Hey, hey. So it's later the day after the desserts. We just kind of chilled. It was really hot earlier, so we wanted to rest her. So right in Santa Ana, one of the best pupuserias there are is La Ceiba. Pupusas are like the El Salvadorian food. They've been called the heartbeat of El Salvadorian cuisine. We're at one of the best. It's gonna be awesome. We're pumped. And so how this works is each pupusa is about $1. Because people order so many, it's easier to just like mark them on the paper. So we're gonna just do up our little order and then get a whole bucket load of pupusas. It's gonna be awesome. It's funny when they're making the pupusas, to like flatten them out, they go with the dough and then they slap it on so that it's like full even, but they're like experts. They just go back and forth. And even when you're walking around El Salvador, you can just see people like just going, or like hear it even in the distance, just, and you know they're making pupusas.
La de cebolla
Okay.
y una chicharrón frijol.
Here are our pupusas. I'm super excited. We got a ton of different types. I'm gonna try the camarón or the shrimp one. And what they do here is at all the pupuserias, they have this cortito, is what they call it, which is basically just a bunch of veggies that are like pickled. And then they have tomato sauce. I'm gonna put it on top.
Yeah, load it on there.
Whoop.
That looks great.
All right. The tomato and the cortito adds a nice crunch and also a spice to it. The cheese with the shrimp is so good, salty, savory, warm, delicious. I love pupusas so much.
We've been eating pupusas like non-stop for the past week since we've been here. This one is a cilantro pupusa, and then I just dump the cortito and the tomato sauce on top. I kind of like fold it. If there's any El Salvadorians out there, you can tell me if that's like bad to fold it. This might be my favorite food in Latin America, like topping tacos, topping burritos. Pupusas are just so consistently amazing. The breading, we got corn breading, you could also get rice. It's just phenomenal. There's cheese, veggies, salsa, like everything you could want. They're very easy to eat. You can just eat them with your hands. All right, we polished those off pretty quick. Which one are you going next?
Next is the chicharron, which is a super popular meat here. It's basically pork, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it's a type of pork.
It's a type of pork. And it's super popular in Latin America. They also have beans in there. So good. Warm. I know I say that all the time, but it's so warm. The meat is really good. You can see it on the inside there. Really soft, tender.
The curtido really helps it a lot, I think. All those pupusas, $5 for 2 people. That's a good deal for dinner. Guys, that was phenomenal.
Pupusas just hit every time.
They do. Like, I'm just trying to eat as many as I can while I'm here, just to like get everything, you know? Like, how often are we gonna have this good pupusas? We just gotta come back. Maybe we just moved to El Salvador.
There are some places that surpass the limits of imagination, and the volcanoes of Central America are one of them.
Good morning from sunny Santa Ana. Today we are going to be summiting Mount Llamatepec, which is also known as Volcano Santa Ana, or Santa Ana Volcano.
So yeah, we're gonna summit this volcano today because we can't come all the way to El Salvador just to eat pupusas, right? Seriously though, the volcano is supposed to be beautiful, and today we're pushing ourselves to go and do something.
Gracias.
After squeezing into some little school bus seats,
Squished up against the seat.
and paying a whopping
70 cents to get to where we need to get to.
70 cents for a 2-hour bus ride. Not bad, right? And then it was time for our little bus to start climbing up into the mountains.
Okay, cool, we made it. The bus was struggling going up this hill, but
Wyatt took a nice nap on the bus.
yeah, feeling refreshed. And we have beautiful weather, hoping that it holds up. ¿Para dos?
Para 2 personas.
Sí.
Listo. Acá tienes tu
Gracias.
brazalete. Te lo puedes poner en la gorra, en
Sí.
la mochila, donde tú.
Maravilloso. Gracias. You're official. $3 later. We've started. How are you doing?
Oh, fine.
Yeah, it's nice to have tree cover right at the start so the sun doesn't just roast us.
Yeah, the tree cover is really nice. It cools you down. It should only be about an hour and a half max up to the point. So
Yeah, $3 each for the guide, $6 each for the entry to the national park. So.
gracias.
Got our national park entry fees.
So the hike started off pretty easy. There weren't many loose rocks, the grade was pretty steady, and it didn't take long for us to see the landscape start to change.
We're getting to a point in the hike where the environment is starting to change a little bit. Very interesting. I feel like there's a lot more flowers, different types of green plants,
Yeah, less trees too.
less trees. It's nice.
That has to do with the colder weather and the higher altitude. Just different plants grow up here, but it's super cool. Eventually we should just clear all shrubbery. It'll just be rocks. There's another volcano right there.
It's getting so much windier, which makes it nice and cool. Love that.
Always going great, always going perfect, and then
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't get any scratches or anything. I just tripped on a rock.
thankfully, Erika didn't break her foot like she did in this clip. I have absolutely no idea what we would have done if that had happened, and so we pushed on.
After doing like 2 hours or maybe an hour and a half of this hike, I'd say it's like medium difficulty. There are a lot of loose rocks, but it's not super inclined. Yeah, just for anyone who's wondering, it's like not too bad.
So yeah, we're killing it.
Hydrate. Nice.
Tastes good.
Always need more water than you think. Okay, we can see the top. Just have a little bit more to go. Rika's fallen twice, but she's in good spirits still. It's so weird to be at the same level or above the clouds as well as another volcano. It's kind of trippy, honestly. Feels like we need to be below those. We are super close to the top. As you can see, barely any vegetation left, the occasional bush, but that's pretty much it.
You can start to smell something bad. I think it's coming from this water that we're about to see.
Yeah, it smells like sulfur. You guys know that smell. Like natural gas, like rotten eggs. Because after all, we are on a volcano, so makes sense.
After a few hours of hiking, suddenly we were at the top.
Whoa, it is green. The color is it photoshopped that you see online. It like actually looks like that color. Wild.
Crazy how green it is. It literally looks like turquoise green,
Yeah.
like sea green. It's crazy. And there's like steam coming off of it. It's just wild. It must be so hot.
Wild.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to, or like you are probably allowed to swim in it, but you just die immediately because it's like so hot.
You can't swim in it. So we heard about this guy who literally hikes every single day to come sell ice cream at the top, and we're gonna go get some right there.
¿Qué tengas?
Coco, zapote,
Okay.
zapote y fresa. Vaina, piña manzana, esta.
Piña manzana, por favor. ¿Tú subes cada día?
Sí.
Wow.
16 años haciendo esto todos los
16 años. Wow.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Popsicles and a view. What could be better?
Nice. Is it good?
Yeah, it's tasty. It's nice cold.
So Jose back there carries up the popsicles every single day, and he says he's been doing it for like 20 years. It's just crazy. You go, hike up an hour and a half and back down an hour every single day to sell popsicles.
Wild. They gotta have great stamina.
Yeah. Oh, you know they're just experts, but.
Try it.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Yeah, you chose a good flavor. Apple and mango?
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah. One thing I was worried about coming up here is just how many people there are, but actually the overlook is pretty spread out.
Yeah, once you get up here, the hike is a little bit cramped, like having to wait for people or whatever, but once you get up here, it's really easy to find a place to chill.
Just gotta be one of the best views I've ever had at the top of a hike. It's just insane how far down it goes, and it's just full of water. We don't know actually much about the water down there, but we're gonna overlay it with just B-roll and research after.
If you were as tempted to swim down there as I was, you may want to think again. The Santa Ana Crater Lake is one of the most acidic lakes in the entire world, even more so than our own stomach acid. This is because the water, which is actually just a mix of rain and spring water, is just continuously bombarded with volcanic gases. The main one being sulfur dioxide. The gas comes from the magma beneath the volcano, which dissolves into the lake water, creating a highly acidic sulfate chloride solution. This is what gives it such an unnatural color, which could actually change between turquoise and blue depending on the acidic consistency. And it truly made for a beautiful reward to an awesome hike.
Sorry, I said I know I didn't want one, but now I'm eating all of it.
It's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed how you can see the different layers in the rock, and those must be like different eruptions that have solidified on top of each other. And then because it's all eroded down, you can like just see time passing, which is so sick. Careful near that edge. Imagine that going out that way, falling down into a boiling cauldron of volcanic water. PSA, popsicles get really sticky. They start melting.
Yep.
Slurp that puppy.
This is our second summited volcano in Central America after hiking Acatenango in Guatemala a few years ago, and the beauty in this region has never disappointed. This hike, all in all, was tough, but really rewarding. The people are fun, the sights are awesome, and we cannot recommend it highly enough to anyone visiting El Salvador. After exploring the urban, culinary, and natural of El Salvador, we wanted to see what the coastal side of this nation was like. And so, welcome to El Tunco. El Tunco is a surf town on the Pacific coast of El Salvador, and for the next 48 hours, we are going to explore the entire city.
It's funny, like the entire town's culture, it's all based on surfing. Surf shops, surf cafes, surf schools, and then people will just be walking around carrying surfboards. It's super cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's a different vibe than anything we've seen so far in El Salvador.
Totally.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, it's like more backpacker, less local.
And
which
it's
is
more tropical.
Yeah, true.
You know, one thing you notice right away walking the streets of El Tunco is how colorful it is. There's murals all along the walls and just like so many vibrant colors.
Another thing you notice immediately is how much construction there is. There's like an entire building being built back there. I think that's because this is just such a popular tourist destination. You know that there's a lot of potential for growth here. And yeah, people are taking advantage of it, constructing new buildings. It's pretty cool. Just check out that water, guys. It's crazy. That's an iconic formation for El Tunco. You'll see it if you look up like any pictures of the beach or city, but they have this nice little boardwalk area reserved for walking. The tide is out right now and it's really choppy, so there actually aren't many surfers. But yeah, beautiful coastal city.
This little alleyway is super pretty. It has a lot of palm trees just lining it and shading the walkway. So pretty.
It's funny, I feel like any surfing area we go to, it's just infused with this relaxed, chill vibe. Like we haven't had anyone really hassle us. But then it also has all that classic coastal Latin American feel. Like if you've ever been to Cancun or Puerto Vallarta, like the trinket shops, little stands on the side of the street selling ice cream or shakes or stuff. But are you ready for food?
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
This is a party town, so everyone's starting to actually wake up from their nights out now, and it's starting to get a little bit
Energy?
energy.
Yeah. It's at noon, that's when everyone's waking up. That is what we're getting. Peanut butter shake, let's do it.
So this place doesn't necessarily sell El Salvadorian food, but it looks like it sells some pretty good stuff, so I'm really excited. Yum. Peanut butter shake with oatmeal, milk, peanut butter, and banana. Yum. Fresh, peanut buttery, tasty, has just enough sweetness to it, but it doesn't seem super sugary, which is good. It's like organic.
Last night, we didn't get dinner, we just got this exact shake. So this is our second one in like 12 hours. They're so good.
So excited. I got fried shrimp with papas gajos, the best type of potato in my opinion. And we have this chipotle mayo sauce that we can dip in it. Delicious, like so good. The fried shrimp is so crispy and delicious and salty. It has a little bit of a kick to it, some sort of spice, probably from the chipotle mayo.
Probably just came out of the sea too, because I mean, we're in El Tunco.
I love eating seafood near the sea. It's always so fresh.
The biggest staple of El Salvadorian cuisine is a panini, right? I got a vegetarian panini, hipster town, hipster food, right? But it looks phenomenal. I'm gonna put it in ketchup, is that crazy? I know the ketchup's for the fries, but it's so good. Avocado, spinach, tomato, olives, cheese. What more could you want? If you're thinking, you guys need to try more El Salvadorian cuisine, go back, watch our other videos. We've had pupusas for the past like 7 days in a row. So this is actually kind of a nice break from that. Gracias.
You got it.
Got aboard. All right, Rika's got the drone. I got the board. I'm headed out there. Wish me luck. Went at the place that you're supposed to go out, and I almost got out there. Then a couple waves rocked me, sent me all the way back in.
You almost stood up.
I know. I did like a knee ride. Nice to go at the end of the day because the sun isn't out in full force. How are Rika's drone shots? You guys know.
They're not Wyatt's quality, but
I vow today that eventually you're gonna see me ride a wave all the way from the top, ride it down, and then ride it for like 15 seconds minimum. I'm vowing today.
in Tunco?
Not in Tunco, no way. Eventually. Tunco becomes a total vibe at night, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's kind of known for its surfing and its nightlife, so.
And for its broken street lamps. Gonna get some burritos, let's go.
One thing about this area of the world is you can get smoothies for so cheap just because tropical fruit grows everywhere. This is a banana smoothie. It only costs like $2.50 for this entire jug. It's phenomenal. Just fresh bananas and milk. Just exhausted after all that surfing, honestly.
$6, 2 burritos. We spent 12, we 4 between us. Put some spicy sauce on there. That's spicy.
Is it good?
That's super good. Yeah, very cheesy. A lot of veggies in there. I can see potatoes, carrots, broccoli, onions. I'm so hungry. Even just an hour in the ocean just wore me out.
A lot of veggies, fresh. You just bite into it and it's flavorful. I love it.
Day 2, exploring El Tunco. Oh wow, that's foggy. Is that better? First stop is going to a coffee shop.
It's hot.
It is hot. It's a hot one. Very few clouds in the sky. The sun's just beating down. Tunco seems like it just always has really good vibes. There's just always people out. There's always music playing. There's always surf shops available. Yeah, it's just great vibes. Grande, porfa. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Wow. So we're here at Mr. Coffee in El Tunco, and this coffee actually comes from El Salvador, and it comes from Llamatepec, or Llamatepec, which is the volcano we summited in Santa Ana. Delicioso. Gracias. It's delicious. Dang. It's like so creamy, so strong. It honestly tastes like chocolate, and that's what they say. The flavors are honey and chocolate, cacao. This is actually our last day in El Salvador, so unfortunately I think this might be some of my last coffee. But we're gonna buy some to take home with us. And now I'm feeling just wired, and I'm sweating, so we just got all sorts of good stuff happening here. I think Rika's really hungry.
Yeah.
$3.50 and $10, $13.50.
That's probably the cheapest like bag coffee we've ever gotten.
I know, it's usually like 20 bucks.
Yeah, if that, if more. All right, for brunch, we're going to Pupusaria El Sol.
Oh, it's so hot. Anyway, as it's our last day in El Salvador, I wanted to take full advantage of the food here. I got an El Salvadorian breakfast, complete with fried plantains, frijoles or beans, and scrambled eggs, as well as some bread, cream, and a little bit of cheese. I got plantain, egg, and beans. Very nutritious, very filling, a lot of energy here. Muchas gracias.
Look at that. Yum! A bunch of goodness in it. Classic, delicious, warm, gooey, really good.
Time to feast. And all done. So good, right?
Yeah, Pupusas are good.
So good. Gonna miss them when we're gone. Now something really fun. Let's hit it. Cool, so we're kind of wandering off the beaten path out of the main tourist section to get a haircut. As you can see, I need one. Doesn't look pretty. This is one of the only barbershops in town, so. Aquí está.
Estoy la blanco.
That's the haircut he says he wants. It's looking like it. All done. Gracias. Mucho gusto.
Muchas gracias.
There he is.
Look good?
You look great.
Oh, feels nice to have a fade, shave the beard. I ran out of razors, so that's perfect. Only cost 10 bucks, tipped them an extra $4 just for being so awesome. They're super cool, so. Cool, so if you're in El Tunco and you want a haircut, head out of town, head to the main road, go across the bridge, go up that street and you'll see a white building on your right. So what next? I guess we're just gonna find something else to do around here.
Another day, another surf. He's renting the board for $10.
Going green today.
All right, let's see what this puppy can do.
Green one I think is better. And I got the fresh fade, so it'll be more aerodynamic, you know? Just watch.
Oh, careful. You did much better. You stood up.
I know. Really hard though, but so fun, honestly. I'm so happy that I did better. Oh man, the guy out there who was right next to me, he does it like every week. So no wonder he's so good. That's the dream, right?
In our eyes, El Tunco exemplifies El Salvador. It has the trademark exceedingly kind and welcoming people, the amazing food, and tons of super fun things to do. To anyone looking for a great trip to a fascinating country, El Salvador has it all. And to all you El Salvadorans, we cannot thank you enough for your hospitality. You really made this trip a special one, and we will definitely be back. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.